Hello everyone, it is your favorite one and only investor JJ here. If you don't already know me, my name is Janet. I'm a full-time real estate investor in Canada. I'm using the business model called joint venture to create generational wealth for me and my partners. If you want to learn more about me, you can go check me out on www.jjinvestment.ca. If you don't already know, I just recently came back from Belize. I flew down there last weekend to connect with a couple of my friends who are investing down there. And I would say that it was an exponential experience, you know, the food there, the people there, and the environment as a whole. And if you don't already know where Belize is just right beside Mexico. And you know, another amazing news was I went scuba diving for the first time, where I saw manatees, I saw sharks, I saw sea turtle. So I just want to thank both Sean's and Ian for having me down there. And overall, it was an exponential experience. And if you haven't gone down there, I would highly advise you to go visit that place. In today's video, I'll be starting a new series called How to Make Money Investing in Real Estate. And in each of these videos, I'll be talking specifically about one strategy that you can use to see if it matches up with your goal and resources. Again, there's many ways to make money in real estate, but in today's video, I'll be talking strictly about flipping real estate. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the video. You didn't get that, did you? What is flipping homes in real estate, that you may ask? Flipping houses in real estate is the act of buying a distressed or poor condition property and then renovating it to the neighborhood standards and then selling it for a profit. How to start flipping properties in real estate? Number one would be the market research. Getting identified with the market that you're investing in, you know, because at the end of the day, you'll be selling your renovated home to a family or a couple. So you should have a very good understanding of the market, you know, where the A, B, C, D quality neighborhoods are, because that is gonna define your success rate in the flipping game. Number two, building a team. Let's say you found a neighborhood and an area that you wanna invest in. So now it's time for you to build a team of experts around you. One of them would be an investor-friendly realtor who has a grasp of the market and knows, you know, which areas are good and bad and what you can sell your property or your flip for after you're done. Another one would be, you know, finding a competent contractor, because this will make or break your flip. If you guys want, I can make a video about how you can find a good contractor in an area that you're looking to flip in. Another one would be an inspector. And whenever you're buying a property, you gotta make sure you get it inspected. There's a lot of things that you don't know that might come up in the inspection. So I would say that's a must especially when you're flipping a property. Another one would be a designer. That's optional. That's only when you're doing a lot of flips. Somebody who can design your flips to make sure that you stand out from the other competitors in the area. And now let's move to step number 3. In this step is opportunity analyzation now. Let's say you found a good area that you want to invest in, and now you have a team of experts in your team that can potentially help you, you know, make profits on your flips. And now it's time for you to start analyzing deals and start making offers on properties. And I would say this is a very important step because, you know, there's a lot of factors that are in play here. And then I know a lot of experienced investors, they use some sort of a ratio to find out the number that they should be making an offer on the property. But since if you're starting out, just go number by number to make sure that you're gonna make a profit on this flip or not, right? And this equation, I can have it on the screen, but it initially would be ARV, that's after repair value, meaning what your flip would be worth after you're done renovation, minus the purchase price, closing cost, you know, private fees, holding cost, realtor commission, or even contingency funds, you know, for your renovation, and the one big one, renovation cost, right? That should give you a good, you know, number for your profitability on the flip. And so now let's move to the next step. In this step, you know, buying the actual property. Let's say that, you know, you have analyzed all your numbers, you know, you've done your homework and you're saying that the flip is profitable, and now it's time for you to go look at that property. And guys, I highly advise this. When you go there, go with your team of experts, right? Which is realtor, building inspector, and contractor. Because a realtor will be able to tell you that after you do the neighborhood standard renovation, what price point you can exit at. Right? And a contractor will be able to give a good estimate on, you know, how much would it cost for you to renovate this potential flip. And the inspector would be able to come up with, you know, things that are wrong with the property, you know, and that can, you know, either break or make your flip. So make sure whenever you go look at a flip, go with your team of experts, because, you know, that's a very important fact that you gotta look at. this step, renovation, right? Guys, it's very important for you not to go overboard with the renovations here, right? Just renovate the property to the neighborhood standards. You know, you're not gonna be living here, so you don't have to go over the top with renovations. And you know, one tip I can definitely give you guys is that, you know, you can look at what the other properties in the area have sold for, the ones that are renovated, and see the type of renovation that's been done in that property. Because you know, you won't be doing a Mississauga type kitchen in a property that's in Niagara Falls, right? It wouldn't make sense because your new buyer will not be paying you premium just for that kitchen, right? So make sure that you stay in budget with your renovation and know what type of renovation that you should be doing. And then, you know, and then now let's move to the next step. This brings us to the final step, which is now it's time to sell the property. And you know, this is where your competent realtor will come into play, because you guys should be able to get, and he should be able to get you the number that you guys were aiming for from the beginning. You know, having your realtor follow along with the renovation really helps because he has the really understanding of the market. So, you know, you should be able to get that number and make a profit on your flip. This is it for today's video. And you know, this is just episode number 1, you know, how to start investing in real estate. And you know, if you guys found value in this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and also make sure to keep your post notification on, because I will be coming out with a lot of these episodes, you know, on a consistent basis. And you know, one thing, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. Until then, I'm out. Peace.